What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Wargame Red Dragon. Testing out some new settings today with the recording and everything like that to see if everything comes out alright. But today I'm bringing you something called a comp stomp. It's just pretty much three guys taking on three computerized opponents. Go ahead and start the replay now. It's going to be myself, Avator High, and HC786 taking on the computer. I believe it's set to one easy, one medium, and one hard computer opponent. Using my US using my US deck Task Force 1-2. It's I updated my US Task Force, made some changes to some of my units, and this is pretty much their first foray back out onto the battlefield with the new units on deck to see how they do. My goal for this one is to rush up here, take Echo, establish some forward units, some hard-hitting units in this town right here with a little bit of recon, and then back it up, put the command here behind this this mountain, have the command in the woods here to have a form of a geographic protection against it, and then occupy this town right here and hold. As I stated in I think it was a previous video, this is more or less the same map, just played out differently. This is the area that I occupied with my Chinese forces in the previous video, so now we're coming at them from the other side. I'm just trying to, this is going to be the main pretty much push area right through here, right down that peninsula, so I need to establish a forward defensive position right here and help support my allies as they push up into Foxtrot. My force starting to come together back here. Humvee based infantry, riflemen, maybe no, those are light riflemen I have in there with the command CP. Prog, two of those there, that's going to be my Delta Force, I believe. Some Hueys, that's my recon, US Army Rangers, I believe. They're going to be heading up. OH-1Cs, anti-helicopter helicopters, going to be moving up with my main push here to try and neutralize any helicopter push that I suspect the computer might try to pull. And I have a Cobra scout helicopter, which is has some air-to-ground capabilities with some rockets, and a Kiowa with more air-to-ground capabilities. This guy is packing some ATGMs, so lots of anti-ground, lots of anti-air, and then some M110 Paladins. I believe that's what those are. No, sorry, those are not the Paladins. Those are the heavy-hitting artillery I have. So some long-range, devastating artillery coming out as well. My ally, Blackhawks. That's not sure what exactly is in there, but the battle's just kicked off here. Blackhawks, M113 APCs. Slow start here, LVTPs. So yeah, my guys are already moving out now. The command and the Humvees. A nice Humvee column. There's my command Humvee up front here, leading the charge towards the enemy, and the rest of the light riflemen now following up behind. You can see the Chinooks in the distance there taking off. My helicopter rush now beginning. I was making sure to get my wheel-based infantry out first, because the helicopters will catch up soon enough. My helicopters now rushing out. Let's see the Cobra, the Kiowa back here now. This is the Kiowa right here. I have two of those. Yep, two Kiowas rushing up. Not sure where the Cobra is. But I hear some fire coming down. KA-52 recon chopper being engaged by the Progs as they pass over with their miniguns, hosing that helicopter. The Cobra now moving up with them. We got some nice fire coming in from that F-15, taking out that scout chopper. We got a MI-8 over there. Progs now engaging something on the ground. More helicopters. Another MI-8 being engaged by the Chinooks and their miniguns. The Chinooks and the Hueys now landing. There we go. MI-8 helicopter getting taken down. We got a lot of red dots on the map over here. Helicopters, as I predicted. We got rockets coming in from somewhere, artillery. MI-8 helicopters now engaging the Blackhawks, as allies Blackhawks. OH-58s now coming in, Engaging these MI4s. Get the camera to cooperate here. Out of missiles, transferring them back to the rear. My other squadron of OH-58s now. Rocket barrages from all these MI8s targeting my ally over here. Not giving him an easy time as he establishes his forward position. Now we have a lot of red dots. SPZs, Strelas, more Strelas, transports, tanks, all rolling towards my forward positions now. My Navy SEALs digging in, Delta Force coming up to try to back them up. My SEALs are only armed with 40mm grenade launchers. That's the heaviest weapon they have. I'm going to need lots of helicopter support to have any chance of trying to push out these T-55s that are moving into the woods here. Trying to outflank my my positions here now. Delta Force, they have some LAW 60mm LAW rockets, but not sure how effective that's going to be against those T-55s. My ally now in a world of hurt. He's got some ATGMs, he's got some Stingers and light riflemen. He's got a really good anti-tank position here, but will he be able to push back against this massive armored push? We got BTRs, Strelas now crossing the river, bypassing the bridge altogether. And they're moving into the woods as well. My Kiowa now engaging with its ATGMs, getting some good hits. More ATGMs coming in with the light riflemen. Some hits, some misses. T-55s, BTRs. Lots of fire coming in now, devastating. Oh, that's not my Kiowa. That's his AH-60, whatever, 640, AH-640D longbow recon. 16 Hellfire missiles with that thing. Excellent pushing back the enemy now. 1760 for us, 690 for the enemy. Getting some major kills from that first major armored push from our computerized opponent here. Backing up my forward positions. In the course of all that, we missed it. My SEALs and Delta Force getting annihilated by that tank push. Bringing up some light riflemen with their Dragon ATGMs, moving out the Prague helicopters. Bringing up some cargo trucks now to try and reinforce my light riflemen. Strela engaging my Cobra. Taking a hit, but the Strela, I believe I managed to either stun it or destroy it with that small rocket barrage. Over here the action is still commencing. T-55s, T-72s, all sorts of armor now pushing in and moving up into that wood line. I am very worried that they could be moving down up over this rise here, and they could be pushing down here to engage my command. The computer does seem to have a sixth sense at all times as to where your command is, so that's something I'm going to have to keep an eye out for here as well. Also, another note: points are very limited. We're only earning, well, actually, we're earning a good bit of points here, but nevertheless, choices are critical. Playing as the Americans, you look at all these BDMs or BMDs now coming out of the woods. Back here somewhere up in the woods. Yep, moving down. Got more Mi-4 helicopters now. Rocket barrages coming in on the infantry over here, suppressing them. Speed GMT-55 getting a slurry of rockets and missiles. Smoked artillery now coming in from somewhere in the enemy's backfield. Breaking line of sight to the Stingers, allowing his Mi-4 helicopters and that Ka-52 scout to move up. My ally got a HC-786 over here. He's in a little trouble right now. BDV moving through the woods over here. I got BDV here now in my backfield, my command now running into some serious problem. I have an MBT that I brought up at the last possible minute to engage any kind of threat that could be moving through this wood line, saving my command's life there. The Kiowa now. Constantly I'm moving my recon forwards and backwards. Here you can see the Cobra arriving back here at the fob to rearm and reload. My recon just being worked to death here, back and forth, just scorching their weapons, and moving back to base to rearm, doing whatever I can to frantically try to support my ally here on the front. T-64s and 55s getting dangerously close. These positions are about to be completely overrun. They're now starting to lap around the ridge here with their T-72s. I have nothing but my command. I have nothing here, just a unit of light riflemen, a cargo truck, a command, and my scouts. That's really all I have. Paladins now bringing in, not the paladins, my artillery, shelling these positions here. Bringing in some light riflemen. Their transports getting killed in the process, trying to deliver them. You can see some casualties here. All sorts of artillery and rockets. 20 riflemen left, trying to get them into cover here, trying to get them into these buildings. Oh man, taking a direct hit. 15 of them left. 12 of them left. 10. Bringing in their BMD command now. Very interesting. Their light riflemen now finally getting into cover. Only 10 of them left. With only 8 Dragon missiles, they better make them count. T-55s rolling down the road. Complete miss. These tanks now just completely overwhelming my light riflemen's positions here. Not good at all. The enemy has pushed us back, looking very, very hopeless right now. Need come up with something quick here in order to try and turn this tide. My command now being taken out. T-72s have pushed us back to the river, but help is on the way. This right here is a Type 21. I don't know much about the naval units in this game, but the only theater that we've been completely unchallenged on so far is the sea. Bring in some naval support now. Try and turn the tide here, engaging some units over here in that island, taking them out, taking some fire from that helicopter there, popping flares. T-72s engaging this ship now, but that 114mm Vickers cannon now unloading with the naval bombardment. We got some longbow now coming in, F-18 Hornet, VDV now being engaged by those prong helicopters, wiping them out. They were called out in the open. Type 21 taking some hits, taking some solid hits from some ATGMs, from tank fire, getting a little bit too close to the shore for comfort here. Got to pull him back out, but he managed to at least blunt the enemy's assault here down from Foxtrot and into Echo, and putting some pressure on Delta. We've lost a lot of ground. We've lost that major resupply point there, not resupply, but that major point there in Echo. Kiowa now out of missiles, only armed with 4 ATGM missiles, Hellfires, but very effective, very accurate, but against such a massive horde of tanks bearing down on me. Prog's now being engaged by this scout helicopter. Being taken down now. Losing points now. The enemy still far behind us. My light riflemen holding their ground here, taking out whatever's coming their way. 38 of them holding their ground in this this residential area here. We got some shadows here. Prowlers now coming in. Not sure exactly what they're engaging. Catching eyes on some AA. So there's my ally here at Aviator High, trying to get some seed going, trying to take out some deep behind enemy lines anti-aircraft units. Bringing out another Type 21 to back up my damaged one. Continue this naval bombardment. The range of the cannons on that thing absolutely devastating. F-18s now Cobras suppressing these T-55s. Light riflemen now are about to get a visit from a BMD crossing the river. Lost line of sight on him. My recon back at base, rearming, reloading. The Kiowa now taking off. He's got a fresh set of missiles on here. Time to head back up to the front. My artillery now. I don't know if you caught the screen shaking there for a moment. Artillery now still shelling the enemy. Doing everything I can to try and hold them back, push them back, bring up more light riflemen, 20 more of them finally arriving in this town. Trying to prevent the enemy from crossing that bridge. Type 21s backing them up with their massive Vickers cannons. Just some more artillery now coming in from my base, taking out those T-55s, hitting their positions hard. Those Type 21s just shelling the crap out of everything. Got a clean hit on something there, it looked like. Nailing these tanks. Relatively accurate fire for a naval ship, but there we go, another clean hit on that tank. Fire landing all around it. Another another transport helicopter coming out now, bringing up some more light rifle and cargo trucks to try and resupply their missiles. Cargo trucks moving up here to resupply these light riflemen and their missiles. The Kiowa now back up online. He already managed to get a missile off. Go away, McAfee. Alright. Cobra now back at base, rearming it. Like I said, this game has just been entirely on the defensive so far. Not a whole lot we can do except try to hold the enemy back. The enemy are doing the age-old tactic of pretty much just throwing massive amounts of units at us, and you know, it shows in the points, 5,130 to 1,880. You know, we have very few units on the board, and they are scoring all sorts of kills. This tank here getting off some ATGM fire, but getting attacked by that Mi-25. The Kiowa now moving back up, supporting that tank with his missiles. T-72 gone, 95 points, and here we can see the naval units scoring all sorts of hits on all these guys heading down the road here. Transports getting annihilated by these Type 21s. Valuable reinforcements that the enemy needs to continue their offensive into our territory, and our naval units are just completely unopposed. My first Type 21 taking some hits in the initial outing here, but engaging that scout, 45-point scout now taken out. VDV taking some hard hits from these cannons, taking out a unit of VDV. Absolutely brutal fire from these Type 21s. This whole, it's pictured as a cone. This whole cone here, just that entire open area here. Just look at all the devastation, the craters, burnt out tank husks. Something else going up there. T-55 looks like, yep, stunning him. Anything coming down this area, as soon as they make their presence known, are going to be absolutely cut down by these Type 21s. You may say they might be sitting ducks out here in the water, but these things do come with some sea cats and pretty much, I believe that's AA, might be anti-ship, but I'm pretty sure it's anti-aircraft missiles, 32 of them, and then these anti-ship exorcist missiles, so they're capable of holding their own. The enemy now effectively pushed back and stopped dead in his tracks by these Type 21s, and the combined fire from my helicopter recon and these M110 artillery units here doing their duty. There's these shells going. Shelling that wooded area. Okay. Enemy now bringing more T-55s across the bridge. Estrella now engaging that Prowler as the Prowler's going for more seed. Prowler getting taken out. That's a big kill there for our enemy. Not a very sound tactic. I don't know why my ally is going for seed here, but seed is essentially it's seeking out anti-aircraft units using radar to guide their missiles. And the Cobra, yep, Cobra now launching his rocket barrage, stunning some tanks over there. Absolutely devastating. The enemy keeps going down the same roads, and he's paying for it hard. Another T-55 going up there, something exploding in the river back there. Brutal, absolutely brutal. The line has been reinforced now. Light riflemen arriving, Rangers, more light riflemen. As we saw, I had cargo trucks moving up. My OH-58s here with their anti-air missiles, Stinger missiles, providing a measure of security against these Mi-25s and all these transport helicopters that's been moving up. Mi-25 engaging these allies infantry that is pushing up through the mountain here, taking them out. Spotted over here, Skrizhets out in the bay. Just some BMD or BRDMs, BMP, I'm not sure, but basic chassis with a guy hanging out on top with a flak cannon on there, pretty much. Quad PKT machine guns engaging my Huey. Not good. Do something about him here shortly. Reinforcing my front line over here. More light riflemen now spreading out to hold this town. Got some Stingers back here to provide a measure of Hornet now taking out that Skrizhet. Thank you. Bringing in some infantry command to finally recapture Echo and hold that now. More light riflemen here. Stingers. Our front line has been reestablished, resecured. Type 21 still bombarding, bringing me up to 1,915 points. Over here on the left-hand side, got some STRB riverboats moving in. These things are fun. They carry 8 Hellfire anti-tank guided missiles. They got some dual Browning machine guns, 50 caliber machine guns, Mark 19 grenade launcher. This thing is the definition of a gunboat. Look at all the guns. Look at all the guns. This thing is awesome. Something's up with the sound file to it, though. I'm not sure what's up with that because you can't really hear the full. You can't really hear anything actually from this ship or boat rather. Enemy now getting pushed back again. Their Ka-52 scout helicopters pulling back. SPZ BMP now arriving over here. Looks like the enemy might be trying to establish a second line of defense. Skrizhet coming under fire from my Type 21. I have no recon over here, so that's all from the ships. The ships managing to keep eyes on that. Unless it's the Kiowa over here, but I doubt that. But who knows, it might be. It might have been that Kiowa that caught eyes on all that. As I state in every single one of my videos, recon is a hard thing to keep up. All these recon choppers now. Mi-4 coming up, attack helicopter with anti-tank guided missiles, rocket pods, heading off somewhere. Not sure what the computer's trying to do here, but my OH-58's making short work of that. That might have been. Does he have AA over here? No, he does not. So that could have been the Chaparral. Yeah, that was a Chaparral. So his Chaparral's taking out that attack helicopter, bringing in some sappers. It looks like now to further reinforce this position. TACCOM moving in up on the front line up here, commanding from the front. I like that. STRBs now, the riverboats moving up, engaging the Spetsnaz, engaging whatever the hell was up there. Cobra now lending his fire. And look at the range. Look at the range of that anti-tank guided missile. Another STRB. These things are best operating in packs. Moving that riverboat up the shore a little bit. And the range on that was absolutely incredible. STRB is now moving out. The Cobra providing recon. We got an armored convoy moving up the mountain over here. Type 21's moving in. My ally now bringing in a Congo, 127mm cannon, some Block 2 AA rockets, and then some anti-ship missiles, the harpoons. As if our naval blockade couldn't have got any more deadly now, that Congo arriving. Type 21 taking some more hits. He's badly damaged, moving him away from the combat. He is a 150-point ship. Not trying to lose that. STRBs just moved up a little further upshore just to try to keep some defensive perimeter out here on the ocean. And in an attempt now, here we go. And they're going to start a gun run up here on all these targets. T-34s, Skrizhnets. Just the accuracy. My Cobra getting shot down. The accuracy of these boats. Look at that. Every single shot fired is a kill. Boat taking a hit there from a T-34. T-34 paying for it. Moving further upshore. That wasn't a kill. This riverboat's absolutely devastating. Look how many hits these things can take. Mark 19's opening up, more anti-tank missiles going in. Devastating. Devastating everything they can find. 50 cals now opening up on anything that's daring to get too close. They're out of their Hellfire missiles now, so pulling them away. The damage has been done. Just devastating everything that they could get their eyes on in there. Almost every single shot fired was a kill. Shame they're losing that Cobra. Moving to Bradley. Now up to the front line. Recon unit, get some ground-based recon going. He's armed with his 12 TOW missiles and that 25mm Bushmaster cannon. Move him up here to this wooded area up here on the left to try and keep eyes up on this pass up here. Now know where the enemy. Oh no, we got a lot of helicopters. A ton of Mi-4 attack helicopters moving up. It's not looking good for my light riflemen and Navy SEALs. Where are they going? Making a detour. Maybe they're trying to sneak through this mountain pass here. They're trying to use the terrain to their advantage to block line of sight to the AA that was back here. I'm not sure. My ally gearing up for a push here. Chaparrals, TOWs, M1, 1P, Abrams, MBT-70s. He's gearing up for the final push into Foxtrot. All those helicopters getting shredded by the Congo and his Block 2 missiles and the Chaparrals that were up here. Damn shame. 8,485 now to 2,575. Effectively stomping the crap out of the computer here. And Bradley now engaging these Motorschützen, heading down that that road up there. Riverboats now moving back to my my front line now. I'm going to bring up some cargo trucks to rearm and resupply their Hellfire missiles. Oliver Hazard Perry now coming in to establish naval superiority on this side. I have my own Oliver Hazard. Yep. These ships are armed with, again, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, these Block 5 anti-air missiles, and a 76mm cannon. It's like 3 of these Oliver Hazards now moving out. You're going to be providing naval superiority on this side of the map. All the detail put in these ships, absolutely astounding. As they head off to do battle. This is pretty much it for the computer now. We're completely unchallenged out on the sea. My ally now bringing in an LCU resupply ship to keep the Congo and the Type 21 repaired and stocked full. My ally now pushing deep into Foxtrot now. Pretty much nothing the computer can do to stop us. These motor shoots him holding the ground, but against the fire of these M11P Abrams, nothing he can do. Got some transports now. MBT-70s. There was a burnt out Tunguska, it looks like there. Enemy now dropping smoke. There's an MBT-70. Another one there right behind him. Engaging something there in the woods. We've got another Mi-24 helicopter getting shot down. Getting way too close for comfort. Over here on my side, we've got some action. Motor shoots in, trying to push through the woods, use the jungle to their advantage, taking out my Bradley Recon. But they're about to run into a wall of riflemen. There's going to be nothing they can do to effectively push me out of this position right now. Especially with my Stingers backing me up back here. Yeah. Echo's firmly in my control. Oliver Hazard Perry arriving. That cannon just... A rapid firing 76mm cannon engaging a Birusa. Got eyes on something there in the town. Something over there. Oh no, lost line of sight, but either way, engaging all these units, the enemy now effectively cannot they had to completely pull out of Juliet, it looks like, but the enemy cannot continue their offensive at all now. They are completely pushed back on the defensive now, with all this firepower coming in from both naval fronts. My ally needs to get his parries up here. Here he goes. See, my Perry carrying the fight in the Juliet. Looks like they've completely evac'd their command out of the zone. Devastating. Devastating. STRB riverboats now heading up the river. This is pretty much a suicide run, but just the amount of devastation these ships can dish out with the 50 cals, Mark 19s. Devastating. You see all sorts of fire coming in from a helicopter or something, it looks like. These boats. Got more artillery coming in. One STRB back here taking some hits and just get out of here. He's taking water. Light riflemen now I've moved in with their transports to try and get some ATGM superiority up here. Bringing back my other Type 21. Or not, moving my Type 21 around to this side here to engage the Spetsnaz, putting pressure on Alpha. Alpha now looks like they're readjusting their command in there. Putting a lot of pressure on the computer here. Giving my son a cool pop here. Bear with me. Can you put those back for me? Put them back? Thank you. My son's 3, by the way. So, alright, light riflemen moving in. LAAD Stingers. Foxtrot is now a burning, blazing wreck and firmly under our control. Not sure where the riverboats went. Riverboats are now over here, bringing in some cargo trucks to rearm and resupply them as well. Taking a lot of hits in the process, but doing just God knows how much damage to the enemy. Oliver Hazard Perry's now parked in the harbor. There's now no way the enemy can push in from Juliet. Got them backed up all the way into India. Alpha probably just has a command in it. Over here on the bridge, my ally with his M11P Abrams taking some hits, losing some men. MBT-70s, the Abrams pushing up to the shoreline, engaging everything across this bridge, just completely blowing past the infantry, not even bothering to finish them off. There we go. The Abrams now arriving in enemy territory. Toes now engaging. It's just brutal, absolutely brutal. Comp stomps are really fun. It's either You completely steamroll over the enemy, or the enemy completely steamrolls over you, one or the other. And from the beginning of this battle, it looked like it was going to be a wipe for us. It looked like there wasn't going to be much we were going to be able to do at all. As you recall, we were completely pushed out of Echo, completely pushed out of Foxtrot, and this whole peninsula here, the enemy had us pushed all the way back to the river. And thanks to our naval superiority here now, we have this entire peninsula, this entire part of the map now is ours. The enemy now retreating to their side of the river. We've taken the middle. We've cut them off from Juliet. They have no resupply or naval sector from this area. Alpha is pretty much set to fall. There are the STRBs now moving back up the river. Didn't have enough time. They might have sucked the they sucked the cargo trucks dry, but the not enough ATGM rockets. 100-point command now taking out. Alpha is now fallen. The enemy has now been pushed back to India. That's the only control zone they have left, and we're just going to go ahead and push all the way in with these STRBs. 50's opening up, devastating everything they can get their hands on. That one STRB, the lead STRB, is not going to make it through this. Nope, there he goes. Engaging more units now. For everything we don't kill, we're stunning it or damaging it. And also on the same note, we're providing dump recon now for our ally, Aviator High. I believe he was commanding an airborne deck throughout this whole battle. Taking out a unit of infantry here in the backfield, taking a hit there on the bow. Something in the woods there. We got eyes on their fob up there in the woods. So now we know where their fob is and where their likely AA positions are. Taking another hit. He might not make it out of here as well. Motor shoots in now. Nope. STRBs. Oh man. STRBs providing a very valuable service, pushing so deep into enemy territory, taking out their command. Is that game? That's not game. Their command now being forced to move. If you take out all the commands on the battlefield, that's it. It's game. So their command now being forced to reposition. They don't have any resupply points at all right now. 1175, 12,000 points to win. The enemy hasn't even broken 4,000 points. This is incredible. Moving some light riflemen now up into Juliet, occupying that. My Kiowa now coming up to get some recon. My other Oliver Hazard now moving up all the way into the backfield just to try and make sure they don't have anything lurking back there. A buck, goodbye. Taking you out, 85 points, and now this is it. It's over. My OH-58's now arriving on station to provide their anti-helicopter fire. Only 220 more points needed to win. My ally now pushing into Alpha, occupying that with his light riflemen and all these heavy haul gunships. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even catch the final kill there, but an absolute total mudhole stomping against the computer there. You might say it's, not the sign of a true player or whatever, blah, blah, blah. There's no skill required in taking on the computer, but it's good practice. It's a good way to feature units that I don't otherwise get a chance to show you all, like my naval units. It's very, very seldom that I get a chance to play a naval battle in multiplayer. Final kill count, myself 3,850 points to 1,240 losses. Not bad at all. Aviator High, 4,660 kills to 540 points of losses. Hats off to you, man. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. MVP of the battle. Look at the Kiowa. Look at the Kiowa that survived the entire battle. Look at all the kills. All the BMPs, all the BMDs, a T-72, a T-55, a buck, a command. Absolutely devastating fire from the Kiowa with his ATGM Hellfire missiles. Type 21 naval ship. Look at the kills. Ridiculous. BDM, T-55, Spetsnaz, VDV, another command, or only one command killed from him. All the VDV, absolutely ridiculous. The other Type 21, absolutely ridiculous. All the kills that they managed to inflict. My STRB riverboats, one of them accounting for all of those kills. Spetsnaz, 3 units of Spetsnaz, does that say? 4, a command, the other STRB taking out T-34s, recon, that's insane. And the Oliver Hazard parry there at the end, scoring some very, very solid kills against some Veryusas and Tunguskas. Just devastating. Absolutely devastating, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this battle and the sheer carnage that we managed to inflict on our enemy. I'd like to thank you for taking your time to watch the video. Give it a like if you like it. Comment down below if you have any comments or questions. Please share with a friend, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.